Since going to the doctor and getting the shot, I have been feeling a little bit better. Besides last night when I was playing with Bohannon and he was on the floor and I was kind of reaching down to play with him and I had a weird pain in the back of my shoulder, which I've never felt before. So I have been having a little bit of a rough time getting sleep and then wanting to get out of bed in the morning. But we're gonna get up because this one's waiting for me. So let's start the morning, shall we? So now that I got my coffee, I am relaxing and watching some news while I debate on whether I want to do avocado toast or do yogurt with some different like granola, and it has like different peanuts and stuff like that in it. I had avocado toast yesterday morning, so I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. If you have any questions, yes, I did. I put my coffee in a coffee cup and I microwaved it. Due to the fact that the coffee was from yesterday, and we usually will drink the coffee 2 days in a row. Ken takes his coffee cold, so he usually will take the rest of it, and then usually he'll leave me just like a cup. And that's what I've been trying to drink in the morning, is just 1 cup of coffee. So I take it and I put it in a coffee cup and then I warm it up and then I'll throw the rest away, and then tomorrow morning I'll make a new batch of coffee. So I just warm it up for 3 minutes and voila, I got coffee. Another thing I want to do this morning is I want to sit down and edit my podcast video that I recorded yesterday. Are you saying good morning? Yeah, are you saying good morning? He is very vocal. That is Benjamin. The orange one is Ben. The brown one is Bohannon. And Ben is the one, when we brought him home, is very attached to me. And he always follows me around. So if you hear like the crying in the background, it's him, because he's always very vocal when he wants like attention or wants to get your attention, or when he's sad because he can't find his brother. So like I was saying, I want to sit down this morning and edit the podcast episode I recorded yesterday and get that all ready for tomorrow. And then today when I get home from work, I need to sit down, and obviously I won't probably finish editing this morning. I have switched my schedule at work. I don't think I told you guys this. I was working 10 to 1, and that was like 4 hours a day. And with my arms starting to feel a little bit better, I wanted to see if I could work longer hours, not a full shift, but just longer hours, because some days I was staying for 5 to 6 hours and I was feeling okay. And it's all depending on how I use the arm. If I'm not really using it that much, then I am not as achy or don't have any pain. But like if I'm moving stuff around and just like using it, then of course I'm a little bit more achier than I would be if I wasn't using it. So now I work 8 to 2, which is around 6 hours, or 8 to 5, which would be 5 hours. And that way, when I go in the morning, we have an 8 o'clock meeting that I am now involved in. And then I just kind of do my work. And this actually gives me a little bit more time to be there during the day and get stuff ready and help out where I can. That's also the reason I wanted to go in earlier and work maybe a couple more hours, because it gives me a lot of time to do more things. It gives me a lot of time to get more work done. I was running into the fact that after 4 hours I still had stuff I wanted to get done, but I had to go home, so I couldn't get it done. So this now gives me a lot of time to get what I need done. So now it's just the daunting thought of avocado toast or yogurt. As you can tell, I decided to go with yogurt, and I put this mix in, and it has peanuts in it, dried fruit, and then I think they're like sesame seeds, but it gives it that little bit of crunch. I guess depending on how you like to eat your yogurt, you wouldn't mind just eating it by yourself, but I kind of like that crunch that I get in between each bite. And then also, while I eat in the morning, I do my gratitude journal and I do my daily devotional. This is something I tried to start doing every morning as my morning routine to get connected back with God every morning and set my intentions for the day on how I'm going to live my best life. And then I started a new gratitude journal, which I kind of like this one. It's kind of neat. It has 3 spots for what you're grateful for, how I am today, if you want to doodle, which I thought was really cute, so I wanted to show you that. And then this side is 3 goals that you want to make happen, your to-do list, you can make out your schedule, your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then if you exercise. So I do my daily devotional first, and then I do my gratitude. So we're gonna enjoy some breakfast. So in the midst of reading my devotional, I really connected with it. It was talking about choosing to release the past and release the things that you know you need to let go of to move forward and go into the future. And the passage was talking about being like a tree that is still in like a fall mode that has all its leaves, and when winter comes early, some trees fall over because they can't support the weight of 2 seasons. So this just hit home for me with going through depression, is that for a long time I was holding on to the past, and in order to move forward I had to let go of that season of my life and step into the new season of my life, which I am in now. And I also relate to that too when I decided to leave my old podcast behind and start my new one, because in that season I was trying to be happy and motivational and do something that I wasn't comfortable doing, just simply because the fact that I couldn't always be motivational and happy. So when I had sat down one day and decided to leave that season of that time in my life behind, and I really started to lock down my mental health and really work towards focusing on the things that I could do to help my mental health, I decided to create the podcast that I am doing now, because I want to help people step out of that season of life where they feel like they're alone and they're dealing with so much by themselves, to realize that they aren't, and there's people out there that care for them and want to help them and that are there for them. So this devotional this morning just really hit me, and was something that I could definitely relate with, is that there were a lot of seasons in life that I were stuck in, or when I was trying to move forward, I kept coming back to. Also, the other day, something that made me really think is that my girl Katie on Instagram, that I'm so blessed to be connected with, because she has definitely helped me just step back into reconnecting with God and following the path of life that I want to follow, is that on her story the other day, she posted that a lot of people talk about people changing. Oh, you've changed. And she asked a question which I thought was amazing to ask, and had me really thinking that you could also maybe relate with too, and make you think. It's either you have changed, and when you think of change, is that you can always go back to who you were before. No matter how much you change, you can always go backwards. Or have you transformed? And she described it as in being like a butterfly. When a butterfly transforms, it can no longer go back to being a caterpillar. So this made me truly think, over the last 2 years, 3 years, have I changed or have I transformed? And when I thought about it, I'm like, I've transformed into somebody I want to become and who I want to be. And I never want to go back to who I was. I never want to go back to being unsure and being unhappy and being in dark places where I almost couldn't dig myself out of. So I had messaged her and was like, I love this. And she had asked me, which one do you associate with, if you don't mind, telling me. And I told her, I definitely feel like I was a caterpillar for so long, and now I have transformed into a beautiful butterfly. And the more I do my podcast and do these vlogs and do my confessions of depression, the more I open myself up to new things, the more I'm just enjoying doing them. So I want to throw that question at you today too. Have you changed or have you transformed? Because I do think that is just an amazing question to ask. That's also why I went over and I grabbed my notebooks, because when I read something or I hear something that I feel like could be a good podcast episode or a good confessions of depression episode or something that I could just talk about or write about, I write it down. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, that even if you watch my stuff and you don't believe in God, or you don't, whatever religion you have, you do what's right for you. I'm not here to tell you that you need to go to church or you need to read the scripture. I'm not going to do that to you guys. It is your choice to believe in what you believe in. So I just like to share the things that I read and the things that touch my heart, because it might touch somebody else's heart. So you never know, so don't be scared to share Some people might not like it, and others might benefit from it. You never know. So I decided while I was finishing up writing in my gratitude and finishing my breakfast, I would plug up my phone and start uploading the videos that I have recorded this morning. So my process is I have to plug up my phone to the computer, and then I have to, there we go, then I have to wait until it uploads everything so then I can put them on the computer and then put them in a folder and start editing. So I'm in the process of doing that, still have a little bit of yogurt left, and just finishing out my daily gratitude. But I wanted to share that with you guys so you kind of know how it works. I'm pretty sure vloggers who have a camera, you just take out the memory card and you put it in your computer, and it's probably faster that way. It is faster when I do record with this little camera and then I put it on, because that's what I do. So I am hoping that in the future I can save up money and I can get a camera, so then I don't have to always use my phone. That's another thing with using my phone, is that I am constantly uploading the videos and then deleting it, because it takes up a lot of space on my phone to actually record the amount of videos. So I'm always, after I record, like in the morning before I go to work, I'll upload everything to the computer, get that uploaded, get it deleted off my phone, so then when I record in the afternoon after I get back home from work, then I have more room on my phone. So tip to you guys, if you start vlogging on your phone, you can absolutely do it, because that's what I do, but it does take up a lot of space. So just remember to, if you upload it to computer, to always constantly upload your videos, so then it makes space for the new videos that you want to record, and you don't end up running out of space like I did. One time I ran out of space and I couldn't figure out why I didn't have any space, and when I was like deleting stuff off my phone, like pictures and stuff like that, and then Ken was like, well, did you empty your trash? I'm like, trash? What trash? Like, what are you talking about? For the longest time, I never knew there was a trash, like where your photos and videos go and sit in is like a trash can almost. And then if you like ever want any of the videos back or pictures back, like you accidentally delete, you go in and re-get them. And I didn't know that. So if you don't know that too, that's a tip, that if you have no space on your phone and you're like, oh no, I have space, it's because it's sitting in your trash. I think it sits in your like picture trash can for like 30 days and then it deletes it. So if you're recording from your phone, just remember that once you delete it, to go in the trash can in the photos and delete it there too, because when they're sitting in the trash can, it does take up space. So I just thought I would share a little bit of the behind the scenes of how I'm doing it this morning. So me and Ken have started to eat healthier choices, and to prep for the week, he divided everything into little bags, and it has the calories on it. This man, it is just, it's amazing. So then it's easy to just plop into the lunchbox and go. So tip, if you are trying to maybe prep yourself to eating healthier and you want to prep your food, if you're gonna do veggies, do it this way, because this is an amazing way to just plop them straight into your lunchbox. So I am now home in PJs. On the way home, I call my mom and I talk to her about my day and just check in. I actually left work early and came home early due to the fact that last night while I was playing with this one, I leaned over to play with him, and then when I sat back up, I had radiating pain that took my breath away in the back of my shoulder. So I instantly started icing it. And this morning when I woke up, I was okay, but I was sitting at my computer today and I was typing, and the pain started slowly creeping in, and then it started radiating again, and it took my breath away once again. And it just makes me sick to my stomach, and I'm just in a lot of pain. So I came home. I'm not going to work out today. I'm just going to put ice on it and try to sit and edit some of the videos of today and for my podcast so I can get those out. I did contact the doctor. I sent like a message to them, and usually when they get it, they call you or they message you back. So just explaining what's going on and what's happening. I'm supposed to see my doctor next Friday to evaluate if the pain didn't go away. So I just messaged and said, hey, I'm in a lot of pain today. I have been still achy every day. I'm not 100%. Is there a way I could either, like, what do you guys want me to do? Like, can I schedule a time maybe to come in sooner to see him and discuss what's going on? Because I'm just not getting better. And I know that the shot they gave me is supposed to take up to 2 weeks to feel the effects from it. But even from the first time they gave me the shot, like the back pain went away, but the front still the same. So I'm just gonna relax and put ice on my arm and wait to hear back from them. I'm hoping I hear back from them today, and then just kind of edit the videos for this and for the podcast. So definitely not having a good day at all. I'm not gonna lie with you guys, it hasn't been a good day. After recording the video before this, I slept for 2 hours, and Ken came home and I just broke down. It's been rough, and mentally it's just been a lot. So I always just want to be honest with you guys and share everything. So it's definitely not been easy. I've definitely had a bad day, but we're gonna go out and get something to eat to have a change of scenery and hopefully help get my mind off of just everything that's going on right now. Got home, had to stop for a few minutes back at work so Ken could help with the new machine. Then he stopped to put gas in his car, and we are home now. Definitely in a better mood than I was earlier today. Again, today was just a rough day with not feeling good and having this new shoulder pain, and mentally I was just going down a spiral, and my depression was really bad today too. So it was good to go out and take my mind off of things and laugh and just have a good time. So I'm going to change into my PJs and head off to bed, and then we'll see how tomorrow goes. So good night, guys.